Okay, this is the notes for 11.3, and we're going to talk about some parts of the circle. Some of these words you already know, and some of them are going to be new for you. A line segment that starts at the center of the circle and goes to the edge of the circle, well, that's a radius. A line segment with both endpoints on the edges of the circle. Well, if both endpoints are on the edges of the circle, it would look like this. And this one is called a chord. Now you might have been thinking that that would be a diameter. Well, a diameter is also a chord. A diameter is a special chord that goes through the center of the circle. Now notice those are all line segments. They don't go past the circle. Now we're going to talk about lines. A line that touches the circle at 2 points is a secant. And notice that's a line that keeps going. A line that touches the circle at 1 point, that's called a tangent. And the point where it touches is called the point of tangency. And then we've talked about these two when we did some other units earlier, but I wanted to remind you, an arc that's less than 180, for instance this arc right here, is called a minor arc, and I'm going to put some labels on this, A and B. And when I label an arc, I label it A, B, and then I put a little curve over it. Just like we did with lines, to show a line, we put a line over it. We put a little arc over it to show it's an arc. This is a minor arc. And an arc that's more than 180 is a major arc. And on a major arc, like this one right here, from here all the way around like this, when I label it, I need 3 letters to label it. So I'm going to label this letter here. And you label it starting at this end, A, C, B. So if it's got 3 letters in it, you know that's a major arc, and it's going to be more than 180. So now we're going to do some practice with this. Name all that are shown using correct notation. So radius are line segments from the center to the edge. So we've got JG, and I'm going to put a line over it because it's a segment. JK. Okay, that's all the radius shown. Chords go across, so like GH. These are also segments, so they just have a line across. KH. And diameters are chords, so KG also counts. The diameter is just this chord that goes through the middle, KG. A secant, so these are lines. A secant touches a circle in 2 points. For instance, this line right here is a secant. HG, and notice that we put the arrow over it to show that one's a line. Those were segments. And that's the only one. And then tangent lines touch circles in just 1 point. So this line right here just touches the circle right here at this point. So line CF. I could also call that line CE or CD. And its point of tangency to this circle is at E. And it happens to be tangent to this circle at C, which is our next one there, point of tangency. This line is also tangent right here, BK. It's tangent to this circle at B, and it's tangent to this circle at K. And finally this, oh no, that's a secant, so that's it. Then it says name one of each, because there's a lot of minor arcs we could name. We're just going to name one minor arc. For instance, this one right here is less than 180, so that's a minor arc, KE. And I put the arc over it. And a major arc needs to be more than 180, so for instance, KE here would be a major arc, but I need 3 letters to name a major arc, so KHE. Notice that the ends of the arc are my 2 outside ones, and then I just pick 1 letter that's in between, like H. A semicircle, we talked about that. That's a half a circle exactly. So it would be KG would be 1. And so that I know which side, because if I just said KG, that could be this half or it could be that half. I name it just like I did the major arc and put one extra letter in it. KHG is a semicircle. KHG. And we put a little arc over it. A point on the interior. We know interior means inside. So in instance, a point that's on the inside of circle J. Circle J is this circle here. Well, J is on the inside. A point on the circle is actually one that's on the outside of the circle, for instance, E. And a point on the exterior of the circle, well, D is exterior to this circle.